Hello, everybody. This is Mario again. I'm doing another episode on my soundtrack of my life series that I've been doing, every other day. This is to document basically my life while listening to the songs I have in Spotify. Uh, I'm 68 years old right now, and I keep forgetting stuff that happened in my life, and the only way to remember is by listening to the songs in the past that has become basically my memory lane of my life. And I think this is my number 21 right now, and I'm doing Always and Forever. I'm still in the A, so I still got a long way to go. But anyway, let me tell you about Always and Remember. I remember Always and Forever. There's a song by Heatwave. I remember I just arrived from, I used to work in Alaska, in the canneries up in Alaska. This was in the late 70s, I think. Then I came home to Seattle, and I was going out with this girl. Her name was Sherry. Anyway, she told me there's a new place in the U District. They call it the Ave over the University of Washington. There's a new place there. It's like a club where people can get drinks and listen to music, live, not live band, but disco. So we went there, and they were playing this song, Always and Forever. So that was the first time I heard it, and I thought, wow, what a nice song. And later on, I found out who the band was. It's called Heatwave. And I don't know why, I thought they were a black band. So I bought the CD, or was it a cassette tape back then? And turned out they're a white band, white musicians based in English, an English white band. And all their songs were all, funky songs, and Always and Forever. Uh, I don't know why I thought it was a black singer. It's a white singer. Then later on, so many people covered that song. Different people covered the song because that song was so good. So that was the time of my life, that I was listening to a lot of disco songs and funky songs and jazz, that kind of genre, basically. So what I try to do, besides reminiscing on my past, I also wanna add on, like lessons I learned from songs. So listening to Always and Forever is like wrapped in a warm memory, not just of a person, but of a feeling. It's the kind of song that doesn't shout love from the rooftops, but instead whisper it gently into your daily life. And that's where the lesson lies. Real love, the kind that lasts, is rarely loud. It's quiet, consistent, and deeply rooted in the ordinary. So it's not trying to show your love in a big way, it's everything, that small stuff that you do every day. We often get caught up in the idea that love must be dramatic or grand to be real. Hollywood tells us it's about sweeping someone off their feet, or making them feel, you know, putting a lot of money in them, or buying them expensive gifts and stuff like that. Social media makes you, it looks like romantic getaways and picture perfect dates. But life in its truest form is made up of little moments. When you're done courting somebody, I don't know if you notice, when you court somebody, you put in your best foot forward. You wanna, if you're a man, you wanna, buy her presents, bring her to expensive restaurants, taking them out to, expensive stuff, buy them expensive gifts, and try to show that, you try to tell them you're very successful and stuff like that. But later on, when you start, when you start getting on with your life, you get married, have kids, and as life goes on, then you're stuck in a rut. Your true self shows up, and that's when the problems come, because everything disappears. All of a sudden, all that illusion of being uh, like a big time person is gone, and fights come up, and then next thing you know, you don't talk to each other anymore, and next thing you know, somebody asks for a divorce, and then you break up. So that's not the important thing. The important thing is the small things along the way, those little moments that you live day by day. The way someone pours you coffee just how you like it, or how they ask you about your day and you really listen. How they stand by you and not just enjoy but through exhaustion, frustration, and change. The song goes always and forever, each moment with you. You're talking about the moment, not what's going on right now. You're because when you go into your everyday life, a little message like saying I love you, or how are you, or listening, or doing, caring for that person that you're with, no matter you just woke up in the morning and they're in their ugliest form, or you're not, you don't work out anymore, your stomach gets big, and and you're starting to get bald, and you're losing your hair, and you're not as handsome as you are. Those lyrics, they speak about the passions, but the presence, the sacredness of time spent together when you're spending time, whether it's in celebration or in silence. They remind us that love is built through the accumulation of shared days and gestures, not just the highlight reels. So, you might have a super big wedding, but the important thing is the day to day grind that everybody goes through. The song teaches us that the deepest bonds don't need constant reinvention. What they need is attention, appreciation, and a promise to keep choosing each other over and over in every season. That kind of commitment, the kind that whispers, I'm here, even on the toughest days, is what turns affection into something enduring. So the next time you're wondering what love really looks like, think less about the fireworks and more about the steady flame. Because in the end, the love that lasts is not the loudest, it's the one that's always and forever. So, folks, just what like I said, it's the steady flame of love that's there every single moment that keeps us going. Don't let that flame die out. And thank you for listening to me. I'm basically doing this for my family. So I was thinking of doing a memoir based on that, but I decided I think YouTube is easier. So that's why I'm doing this. So it doesn't matter if, uh, I'm just basically doing this to record my life. Thank you. Take care now.